Government has, through the Ministry of Education, assured of its commitment towards achieving accessible and quality education in community-day secondary schools, CDSSs, in the country by, among other things, investing in infrastructure, recruitment, and deployment of enough qualified teachers. Deputy Minister in the Ministry, Madalo Samati MP, made the remarks during a secondary education learning conference organized by Creative Center for Community Mobilization CRECCOM and Educans under the Improving Education Quality in Community Secondary Schools IEQ-CDSS project at Capital Hotel in Lilongwe. We have more details in this report read by Alina Piri.
With funding from Mastercard Foundation and Echidna Giving Foundation, CRECCOM and Educans have for the past 3 years been implementing innovations in projects aimed at improving quality of education in community-day secondary schools, currently 52 across the country. According to CRECCOM Executive Director Madalo Samati, through the project, which started in 2017 and is expected to phase out in June 2021, there has been an improvement in access to quality education, school management and governance, and there has been an enhancement in the Ministry of Education's capacity for decision-making to improve quality of CDSSs. Samati also noted that even though COVID-19 affected the momentum of the project, they have been able to return students who had dropped out back to school.
Community-day secondary schools lacked a sense of ownership. Nobody owned them, including the community surrounding it. But what we did was to bring together governance structures, establish board of governors that are now have taken ownership in developing school improvement plans, but also in managing those resources when they are mobilized from different stakeholders that they have identified, which was not the case before. Well, we have seen lots of improvements in terms of retention. Mother groups have returned girls back to school. When we're opening schools in January 2021, 40% of the kids that had dropped out had been readmitted back by the mother groups.
In her presentation, Director of Secondary Education, Dr. Florida Banda, recommended the need for substantial investment in infrastructure and extra learning and teaching materials in CDSSs so as to improve students' performance and the quality of education. Reacting to this, Deputy Minister of Education, Madalo Samati, has assured of government's commitment towards achieving quality education in the schools, pledging to prioritize CDSSs in allocation of funds.
We are working towards the infrastructure. I can tell you as we speak now that we are working towards a program where we have 103 community-day secondary schools across the country. I would say for now in 13 districts, but targeting all the 6 education divisions where the CDSs are actually going to be provided with science laboratories, libraries, and where they don't have enough blocks, even be given enough blocks. We are also working to make sure that most of the teachers that maybe don't have the qualifications that enable them to teach fully in the CDSs are capacitated so that they actually do provide the quality of education that these learners in the CDSs require.
Meanwhile, Educans Executive Director Limbani Sapato disclosed plans to cover 400 more schools through a 5-year project so that they contribute towards the Malawi 2063 agenda.
Yeah, right now we have developed a 5-year plan, and we would like to cover now 400 schools and reach out to at least 600,000 learners so that the more vulnerable are